Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, like many families across America, mine was touched by the disease of cancer when I was a young man. At the age of 14, my father died of lung cancer. I was 14, he was 53. Seeing my dad struggle changed my life. I made it a priority during my time in Congress to try to spare others from this suffering. We've made significant progress in reducing smoking over the last several decades. After I passed legislation banning smoking on airplanes, it turned out to be a tipping point. And increasingly, we've seen tobacco and cigarettes disappear from public spaces. But big tobacco did not dissipate like a cloud of smoke. They rebranded with flashy new products, vaping and e-cigarettes. And they follow the same playbook that they used to sell Marlboro cigarettes and so many others. They targeted our children in America. Tobacco companies have donated generously to Donald Trump's election, his inauguration, his Great Gatsby ballroom, with the expectation of favorable treatment. President Trump's administration has delivered for tobacco. Last week, the Food and Drug Administration did something it had never done before. After pressure from President Trump, the FDA authorized the first ever flavored e-cigarettes. Why is that important? That's what lures the children into this deadly habit. Scientists, doctors, and parents, even the FDA's own studies, all acknowledge sweet and fruity flavored e-cigarettes are responsible for addicting our children. Health experts I've spoken to believe the true number of high school kids vaping is at least 40%. 40% of our kids vaping, a percentage that teachers, principals, and students acknowledge. These are not kids vaping to quit cigarette smoking. These are kids who first became addicted to nicotine because of flavored vaping. Why would an administration supposedly committed to making America healthy again unleash this new wave of addiction on our children? Formaldehyde, chromium, heavy metals like nickel and lead all are present in e-cigarettes. A recent study found that vaping is likely to cause cancer. We should not trust big tobacco when they promise they won't market to kids. We know better. Then on Friday, the Food and Drug Administration granted a free pass to scores of illegal vapes, permitting them to stay on the market without having met the law's requirement that they first prove to the FDA that their product is, quote, appropriate for the protection of public health. They didn't try to do it because they can't do that. They can't prove it. But even that gift to vaping and cigarette titans like Altria and R.J. Reynolds was not enough to spare the Commissioner of the Food and Drug Administration. Yesterday, President Trump canned him, forced his resignation. Dr. McCary is gone for his resistance to this expansion of vaping in the high schools of America. What a disgraceful display in Washington. The president wants yes men, no matter the consequences, even if it harms our children. While I did not agree on everything that Dr. McCary did, I appreciated his commitment and focus on protecting kids from big tobacco. Whether it's for drugs, medical devices, or tobacco products, it's never a good idea for the president and the White House to pressure regulators to approve applications. That's a recipe for deadly consequences. As the president's whims have created dangerous vacancies now at the Food and Drug Administration and Center for Disease Control, my Republican colleagues should have the nerve and fortitude to call out this alarming, unacceptable, and dangerous behavior and treatment of our children.